Hi everyone, I am Richa Dubey and I am your host today. And today we will be talking about the customized subliminal audios. Well, I'm an expert in that. Why should you listen to me? As far as I know, I am the only person to create the customized subliminal eight-dimensional audios using the sound frequencies and of course, the eight dimensions to reprogram your subconscious mind and to help attract your desired, your dream life. I'll keep it to the point where I can share all the information that is required for you to and understand how this works. Okay. So, well, I've been doing this for over 3 years now and have helped more than 600 people get the desired results, um, measurable results. Okay. Well, it is important to have measurable results for us to be able to see the difference. Some of the people who have worked with me before are here, and we will love to have you say a few words today before you leave. I also have one request before we start, that whatever questions you have, please write them in the question and answer section. So we can discuss them after I'm done sharing my gyan with you. And so, without wasting any more time, let's dive in and begin with what can be achieved with a customized subliminal audience. To name a few, I have already, the ones what I've already worked on is getting a dream job, healing Alzheimer's, healing dementia, brain related problems, self healing, making a relationship better, changing your mindset, getting rid of the old negative beliefs, and attracting more income into your life, attracting your soulmate, attracting abundance, increasing your income by X many times, changing your belief system, weight loss, and a lot of other things. Okay, so these are just to name a few. Understand one thing, all these things what I mentioned have to be measurable targets. Okay, so for example, um, if you take weight loss, you have to have a goal, something in inches or kgs, okay, which can be measured. Like if you take attracting abundance, so something like owning a luxury car like a BMW or a Mercedes, or if you want to make a relationship better, a couple. So they should be willingly go out on dates at least 3 times a week. So something like what you can count or put a tick on, that is important. Once I had a mother who wanted her kids to be more serious about studies. So I said, do you want them to come first in the class? You know what she said? She said they already do. So I asked her, how exactly you think you will be able to know that they are more serious? She had no answer to that. Now, if she has no measure, no tick where she can say, okay, now I know this has been achieved, then something so vague, we cannot work on it. Okay? So it has to be a measurable target. And generally, I discuss these targets in the one-to-ones, and so that we are clear. Okay. Okay, now let's move on to the next point. What do these audios consist of? They consist of the affirmations. Um, so we have all heard about affirmations and how these work, right? I like to compare them to the GPS, to the Google map. So when we have to go to some place, two things are needed. First is from where you're starting and where you want to be. Okay. So, like a road map, once we understand where we are and we have a measurable goal, that is where we can create a chain of affirmations which will work towards taking you towards your goal, help you get the desired result. Also, I like to mention here, there's something called as negative affirmations. Okay. Um, so if I ask you to close your eyes and not imagine a red elephant, what do you see? Yes, you end to the first thing you see is a red elephant. Okay, because we think words in pictures. So that's how we are designed. Now, if I say I let go of stress and anxiety, okay, I will be never be able to free myself from the stress and anxiety because I'm focusing on the stress and anxiety. Okay, so choosing the right affirmation is the most important thing in this whole process. Um, if I ask you to explain darkness to me without using light as a reference point, you can't. So we have to have um, we have to have the affirmations focused on the right thing. Okay. Um, so that said about the affirmations. Let's come to the customization. Okay. For example, why do these audios have to be customized? Say I write a letter to you and your name is Purnima. Okay. I write the address as Purnima and Jabalpur. Purnima, if you're from Jabalpur, uh, you think that letter will ever reach you. Now, what happens is, let's take another scenario. Um, Say I write the address as Purnima, street number 4, Gandhi Nagar, Jabalpur. There are more chances of the letter reaching you, right? And if I write Purnima Madhukar, street number 4, building number 10, flat number 19, Gandhi Nagar, Jabalpur, you think the letter will actually reach you, right? That is the power of the customized audios. Okay. It's like, in the first scenario, a company CEO trying to reach 500 people in one go. Just Purnima and Jabalpur is like, 500 people. But if you are more detailed in your focus, okay, in your address, it will actually reach you. Now, similarly, like, a company CEO talking, instead of talking to 500 people, is talking to you one on one and trying to tell you what you've done good, how you've used your skills for the betterment of the company and for the betterment of, for your personal growth. That is like being customized. Okay. It's that one to one that matters, that makes a difference. Okay. Now, why does the customized have to be done by a professional? Let's take an example. I love to give examples. Okay. So now imagine you get all ready and dressed up in your lovely fancy clothes to go out for lunch with your friends or an office award function. Okay, you're fully dressed and you're standing in front of a full length mirror, and you say to yourself that you look pretty in what you're wearing and you look amazing. Now, when you reach your destination, your boss or your friends, they tell you that you look outstanding and awesome. How amazing is your choice of clothes? Tell me what feels better, when you said it to yourself or when someone else also compliments your beliefs. Okay. Now, we are the typical types who love being validated by others. Okay. Since childhood, we have been trained to listen and to obey, which is why it feels um, better when somebody else is complimenting you. Okay. Similarly, the affirmations are customized for you. It works better because they have your name and they are directed towards your specific personalized goals. So, if they are meant for you, it's easier for the brain to accept, believe, and work on it. It's to start working on it. Now, when we were smalls, especially this used to happen a lot with me in my maths class. Okay, whenever I got homework, my mom used to take it up and we would have a lot of arguments because she would try to help me solve the problem. And I would keep saying, but this is not how my teacher taught me. It was just easier to follow the teacher because my mom, ghar ki murgi dal barabar. The same is with us today, when someone else tells us to do something, it is easier for the brain to follow and also believe that this is going to work for sure. Okay. Um, okay. Now, also coming back to what else do these, audios consist of? They consist of sound frequencies. Let me just name a few. The Asian sound frequencies, also known as the Gregorian chants, the Tibetan singing bowls, the didgeridoo. Um, it's an Australian. I think it's an Australia. Yeah, it's an Australian instrument which is used to create the sound frequencies. Okay. Now, how do these sound frequencies help? How many of you have heard of the Mahamrityunjaya Jap? It is known to bring back people from the door of death. Okay. But what we do is, if our loved one is in the hospital, 1,000 miles away, 10 pandits are sitting around a havan and chanting the Mahamrityunjaya Jap for him or her. Honestly, that is not the right way to do it. The right way is to hold the patient's left wrist vein and chant the Mahamrityunjaya Jap. That's when the vibrations get to heal the patient. Okay. Now, when we dive into detail, there are thousands and thousands of frequencies which have been created to heal different kind of problems. These frequencies, uh, they are basically vibrations. Okay. And when we have a problem, we happen to be vibrating in a particular frequency which matches the frequency of the problem. Okay. So when we tune in to a different frequency, the healing frequency for the solution of that problem, the problem seems to disappear magically. you know it's like you are on the first floor of a building, and you want to see the view of the 25th floor. You want to see the view, what it looks like from the window of the 25th floor. But you can't see it if you are yourself on the first floor, right? You need to take the lift, go to the 25th floor, open the curtains, and look out. Now, you those sound frequencies are those lifts. When you um, they take you to the floor of the problem solution. That sound frequency acts like a lift to change your vibration, to raise your vibration. And the moment you raise your vibration, your problem is solved. You are able to receive what you desire. Okay. Okay. Now, also talking about these audios, they are 8-dimensional in nature. Um, how do I explain this? Okay, 8 dimensions. Okay, have you ever heard of a person being in an accident? Yeah, no scratch on the body, nothing, no injury at all. But after the accident, he seems to have lost his eyesight. Okay. Um, what happened was there was an internal injury in that part of the brain which controls the eyesight. So superficially over on the body, on the skin, you will not see any scratch or anything, but the person has lost his eyesight eventually, right? So now that means that the brain has different portions to control different parts uh, of whatever you do every day. I had somebody who had come to me. They said that they wanted to learn music and also compose music. Superficially, it will sound like the same thing. Okay. But what happens is um, learning music is taken care by 40 degrees right brain, 40 degrees on the right brain. And composing music is a different activity. It is taken care by the 80 degrees right brain. Okay. So now when we create these affirmations, depending on what they are for, we put them in different places. The bunch of affirmations resonating with the kind of demand that we had, we put it in that particular spot. So it reaches faster. You see the results faster. Everything starts happening in a much more effortless way. It's like, if I want to eat with my left hand, I can do it like this, or I can do it like, try do it like this. So if I'm doing it like this, I'm going the easier, faster, simpler route. I'm not making it complicated. Now, similarly, when these affirmations are placed in the right spot, it makes them easy. It makes the brain easy to just take it and start applying them. Okay. Um, Also, a lot of people tell me why subliminal, why this has to be subliminal, why can't it be, open set of affirmations that I'm listening to and that's about it. Now imagine if I tell you that you can lift up 200 kgs, okay? What will your reaction be? What do you have to say if I tell you that you can lift up 200 kgs? Most people tell me that they can't. You know why? They come up with logical good reasons. They say that because they have not practiced it, because they're not the weightlifter types, they have never even tried lifting up more than 30 kgs ever, and stuff like that, which is right. All these things, whatever you're telling me, they make sense, they are right, they're true. But they're also because your conscious mind believes them. Have you ever seen those shows, illusionists, mentalists, where a hypnotist comes and makes a person unconscious and then tells them in that state of mind to become a chair, and they sit in a form of chair without any kind of support. They're able to do it properly without any difficulty. Normally, if you tell them in their conscious state of mind, they may not be able to do it. It is because The conscious mind is coming back with some logical explanations. But the subconscious mind is a slave. Um, you tell it something, tell it to do something, it will just do it without any logical, illogical, reasonable explanation. You you tell your subconscious mind that you want to be unbeatable, unstoppable. It will be that. So subliminals actually help bypass your conscious mind and give these set of instructions directly to your subconscious. Now imagine if there's no reasoning happening, no logic building happening behind it, you just do what you're told to do, right? I love this. Okay, so at night, if I tell my husband to just move away, take, turn that side, he will do it in his sleep without making a fuss about it. And normally, if I tell him just pass me water, he'll say, "Why can't you get him?" Or shift on the couch a little. I want to say, "Why can't you sit there? Why can't?" He comes up with 10 other things. He will not just do it. But in his sleep, whatever I tell him to do, he'll just do it. It's like that, when okay, I don't misuse the that fact, but yeah. It's like, these set of affirmations when in a subliminal state, they go directly to your subconscious mind, and you start behaving in a pattern which will get you the desired results you want. Hence, the subliminals. Okay. Um, Also, I always tell people ki, let's work on one problem at a time. There are two reasons to it. First is, there are different sound frequencies for different problems. We try not mixing up two different sound frequencies. Let's say health and relationship. Okay, there are two different floors. Take a different. I'll have to press a different number to be on that floor. I can't press a common average number to be on both the floors at the same time. Okay, so the sound frequencies that help us in solving our problem is very specific. I can't use one sound frequency to solve the health problem and another sound frequency in the same audio to solve another problem. Hence, one problem at a time. Also, focusing on one problem at a time is important to solve it faster. So I'll use another one here. Okay. As a kid, I used to love playing with the magnifying glass. Okay. I would keep a piece of paper close to a window and focus the sun rays through the magnifying glass onto that piece of paper. Okay. Now, what happens is the paper would start burning where the sunlight was focused. Imagine if you take the whole paper, go outside your house, put the whole sheet of paper in direct sunlight. Do you think it will burn? No, because you're focusing on all areas of the paper with distributed sunlight. Distributed focus on different areas of different problems and different areas of your life will not help you solve anything really honestly fast. Okay. So you have to focus all your energy, all the power of your subconscious mind on one thing, and it will be done. Okay. Um, so mostly I think I've covered everything. And you can let me know if you have any questions. If there are no questions, then we can. Okay. If there are no questions, then I can tell you how this works ahead. No questions there. Okay. So, how we go ahead with this is you can WhatsApp me. Anybody interested in getting this done? Do you want me to explain this to how this works? Okay. Okay. Um, so how this works is you can send me a direct message on WhatsApp. Everybody have my number. You can send me a message on WhatsApp and we can connect on one-to-one level. I can understand your problem. We can see if the problem is workable through this in this using the customized subliminal audios. And once we decide on that, we can go ahead. I'll also tell you these audios are chargeable as 5,500 per customized audio. Okay. Okay. Yes, Devang. Would you like to speak? I've put you in ala. Please unmute yourself.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
All right, perfect. Richa, I was expecting for you to, uh, uh, let someone who has already experienced this subliminal audio of yours talk,
Yes,
and
yes.
I was just waiting to get myself unmuted and share my experience. So good
Yes.
morning, everyone. As you know, as I fondly called Richa, she's a magician here. So this was back in the uh, days of COVID, when I came across one of this post on Instagram. So most of the time I used to spend, because we were home, and we used to spend a lot of time on these social media platforms. So I came across one of these posts where it said that you want to create wealth or something. I don't remember exactly how the wordings went. And who doesn't want to create wealth, right? So that's where I DM Richa, and I spoke. I must have I pinged her, I got her number, and then I we spoke for about an hour or so, and she was very patient and listening to the entire story. I love telling stories. Okay, so I went on and on and on, and she was like, okay, she very patiently she heard the entire story, and she then asked me to write down everything that I felt, or everything that I actually wanted in terms of creating wealth. And then the same night, I must have messaged her at about 2:30 in the night, post logging off, and I told her the entire thing. And that's where she took a couple of days in preparing this subliminal audio. Now, honestly, I didn't know how this audio really worked, but it was nothing less than a magic, yeah, because I work with TCS. It's been 18 years that I've been working with TCS, and being in the same organization for a very long time doesn't give you or doesn't make you reach a particular what do I say, a salary that otherwise a person who would take jumps in their career would give you. Okay, so but I said that there is something that has to be done. So then I wrote to Richa about what kind of a CTC that I was in looking to get reach to, and everything. Okay, every possible thing that can help me achieve that particular CTC. Guys, I do not know, but this particular subliminal audio that worked absolutely magic, and out of nowhere, I one day I get a call from my senior, my boss ka boss, and then he asked me that because he knew that I was at a lesser pay package, and that's where he messaged me. He called me first, and he said that I want you to give me your list of achievements in the past couple of years, and your current CTC, and what is the expected CTC and all that. Now just look at the way it turned. it just turned the tables completely for me, okay? And I gave him all the details, and this was out of nowhere. And but it was I knew that something was working through this magical audio that Richa had prepared for me. Okay, and trust me, guys, I got a 16% increment in my CTC. Okay, so 16% is not a small thing. Okay, so I feel that this was truly magical, and post that it was like it was a completely different ball game altogether. And even till date, and when it comes to preparing all this subliminal audios, or these things, and Richa moreover, would make you feel at home. Okay, this and whatever she probably missed to mention this one thing, that whatever cost of this audio is, okay, she does not. I mean, this is not her source of income. Okay, she has other things to do in life, but this is something which she does to help the society. Okay, all of this money and all, it goes towards charity and all. Okay, so Richa, you should mention all this, yeah. So
It's okay. It's very personal. People, I mean, yeah, you're right, probably.
so yeah, guys, I think if you have, there are various aspects in life that we each one of us, maybe as Richa said, give one example of this parent who was worried about their child not concentrating enough on their studies, and though they stood number one in the class, but then they want, their expectation in life is something different. So we all have some or the other expectation in our lives, in various parameters of our life, be it health, relationship, career, wealth, anything, right? And I feel you have reached the right place. I feel Richa is the person who can actually help you solve quite a lot of your problems. So I've taken a lot of time, Richa. I'm sorry, but I had to say this, yeah. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Devang, for the kind words. Um, I don't end up having a lot of testimonials because there are times when people come to, make a relationship better with their mother-in-law, the daughter-in-law, mother-in-law relationship. What happens is, after it is done, they don't want to, openly give credit to something else, somebody else for the relationship working. They feel as if the moment they do that, um, their mother-in-law won't be very happy about them taking an outside help to do this. A lot of personal problems also. People are a little reluctant about, coming out and accepting that they took the help of the customized subliminal audios to get the results that they want, and I'm okay with it because it's a very personal thing. So again, thank you so much, Devang, for you know being here, being so kind and nice to me, and sharing your experience. I'm just speechless right now. I can still talk a lot. So anyway, yeah.
No, it's
um
it's like, Richa, as you rightly said, why do you need a mentor? Why do you need a specialist? So everyone would have, since we have just stepped into the new year, at the end of every year, we tend to make some resolution, right? Most of the time, it is to do with our body. So everyone thinks of, hitting the gym right at the beginning of the year. And why do you go to the gym? You go there to get back into shape, and it's only you who is going to exert yourself, exert your body. But you need a gym instructor, you need a trainer who can ensure that you are doing it in the right way. So I think Richa there is doing the similar kind of a job to your brain.
Thank you so much, Deva. Again, just thank you. Okay, guys. I am a little overwhelmed right now. So if anybody has any questions, you can put it up in the chat or you can message me personally. I'm always open for that. So in any way, if I can be of any help, my pleasure. I think we are all done here. So I'll just be waiting for anybody if they want to message me. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead. Have a great week ahead. Until if we meet again next time. See you soon. Bye. Thanks, everyone. And thank you again, Devang, today. Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. Thank you all. Bye.
Bye.